What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another highly beneficial video brought to you by Time Fitness. Today we're going to be going over the incident that led to me getting stabbed while I was incarcerated. A lot of people been asking me on here, "Oh, bro, what happened? How'd you end up getting stabbed? You know, what's the details behind that? Like, are you okay? This, that, and the third." Obviously, I'm okay. You know, but this was an incident that happened in 2017 against another organization, the BLOODS, at the Eastern Correctional Institute. And we're going to provide paperwork and all that to back up everything that I'm saying in this video, so we know that it isn't fabricated. Paperwork being the infraction that the CO, Officer B. Evans, had wrote up against all the individuals that were involved. They got caught. I was one of the individuals that got caught because I had enough blood on my shirt, stab wounds, to support that I was involved. Not only that, I was physically seen stabbing another individual. So long story short, we're going to just fast forward and get everything up to speed. This incident was not an incident that led to me converting to Islam. I was in multiple incidents before or after. I was in multiple incidents after I converted to Islam. When I wasn't Muslim, when I was in the jail, when I was in the system, briefly in the system, because I was briefly in the system for a very short period of time as a kafir. But I wasn't an individual that embraced Islam for protection. I embraced Islam out of fear of the afterlife. And once again, I don't want to get off track, but after talking to a brother named Saeed and listening to the khutbah that the brother Abdul-Jabbar had gave, this is my first khutbah that I ever heard in the prison system. And it was about how so many brothers were overdosing on K2, right? Dying and overdosing on K2 in the prison system. We're not talking about on the streets. We're talking about brothers that are overdosing in prison and dying, right? And it just put something on my mind. And the brother Saeed, this brother's very elderly, knowledgeable brother. May Allah make him better than what we know. I mean, he had asked me, he said, what's so intriguing to you about Islam? And I told him about, you know, my fear of death and not knowing what's going to happen after the death, right? So, long story short, I ended up converting in JCI. Fast forward to 2017. At this point, I've been in multiple incidents. Most of these incidents are surrounded around BLOODS, right? Surrounded around incidents with BLOODS, and just never really got along with them. Actually cool with a lot of them, like before I was incarcerated. Some people have this bad understanding because I was so acquainted with a lot of BLOODS before I was incarcerated that I was blood myself. And this is the importance of, you know, being mindful who you are surrounding yourself with, because birds of a feather flock together. Never been a gang member, never been a, you know, I guess you could say I've been associated with gangs, but never been a gang member. Long story short, like I said, it's crazy. Like a lot of the incidents, we even have a video on our YouTube, on the same YouTube channel, of me explaining an incident that had transpired with the BLOODS in 2016 when I was incarcerated. This was before the incident that I'm going to explain to you guys about today when I got stabbed. So fast forward to 2017, we have paperwork that is now being produced by these Blood gang members, Pyru, Blood, whatever they want to call themselves. We got paperwork that is now being produced that one of the brothers that is in our community, that is actually on my tier, is hot. Got paperwork on that he told on a high-ranking Blood member, and that is why he's incarcerated. This brother's been locked up for 8, 9, 10 years at this point, and nobody has never produced any type of paperwork against him up until now, which was kind of odd to me, especially because I noticed that one of the brothers that had, I guess, some fake high rank, whatever, Amir in our community, he was an Amir that had a kind of like I want to say like an alliance with this high-ranking double O, triple OG, whatever his name is, whatever they want to call him. I'm not going to mention his name. But they had some type of connection to the point where it was like, is this your homeboy? Like, what's really good? So long story short, the brother, the Amir, gives this blood member the green light, essentially, right? Says, man, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Like, he got to basically face the consequences of what he did. And this is before they even show. I requested to actually see the paperwork, and not that the paperwork was going to change my mind about what I was going to do, because in Islam, the blood of the Muslim is impermissible to spill unless three circumstances are, unless under three situations. One of those is if you commit adultery. If you have sex outside your marriage, you have to be stoned to death. If you apostate from Islam, that's your head. And the third one is if you kill somebody unjustly. And this, of course, isn't under the non-Muslim, lands. This is in the Muslim lands, right? This is the Sharia, and the Sharia is to be upheld in the Muslim lands. And it has to be carried out by the Muslim ruler, not upon an imam or of a masjid. This is incorrect. This is something that has to be carried out by the Muslim ruler of the Muslim lands. So long story short, the brother didn't even commit any one of those three acts. He just supposedly told on somebody. And not only that, the paperwork was never produced. The brother told his side of the story. And from there, me personally, I'm not the individual that condones in snitching. I don't support snitching. I never told on nobody. I never snitched on nobody. I never ran from anybody. However, in Islam, it is what it is. Snitching is not something that is blameworthy to the point where you have to now kill somebody for it, right? Not to my knowledge. So, long story short, the blood members, they tried to bake them a cake, as they say in Baltimore, right? Bake yo a cake. And forgive me, my nose is stuffy. So what ended up happening was it was time for the people to disperse and go to wherever they were going to go for evening rec. Me and about 3 other brothers were going to go up to the chapel to go meet with the imam to discuss the situation and try and just, so I can get my hands on the paperwork, because for whatever reason, nobody wants to give me the paperwork. Like, I'm trying to read the paperwork myself so I have, a complete understanding of the situation and I know what to do moving forward. I never seen the paperwork. When it's time to disperse, anybody that's ever been in the ECI, Eastern Correctional Institute, we know that the showers are right downstairs at the bottom half of the rec area, right by the exit. Right by the exit was where a blood dude was sitting at that ends up hopping up, starts to swing his knife at the brother who they said that was hot, and he misses. As he misses, he misses like this. This is the knife, and he missed the brother just like this. He ducks his head, and he starts to fall over, rolls over, and the brother, he kind of curls up and ducks. I come over with my hard chair, a hard plastic chair that I'm carrying with my belongings, and I just react. I'm just cracking him with the chair, cracking him with the chair, cracking him with the chair. So we punishing this dude. I get hit from behind. I get hit from behind with a lock in the sock. I get knocked off my feet. I get right back up. As I'm getting back up, I get hit. I get stabbed right here. Still got the scar to this day. I get hit right here with a knife, penetrated so hard I couldn't even do push-ups for like 2 weeks after this incident. Anyways, I get hit right there, and that guy, he ends up running off, and he disperses into the crowd. So I'm turning my attention to the guy that hits me with the lock in the sock, and I don't even know if it was a lock in the sock. I had to be. That jump hurt me so bad. Like, he hit me so hard, it don't make no damn sense. I hop up, turn my attention to the dude. We're exchanging blows. We're going back and forth. We getting with it. Like, we getting with each other. to the point where we're slipping and falling because the showers are right there. It's so wet, it's really hard to get footing. So I grab his shirt before he can grab mine, and I'm upping him. I'm upping him. I'm upping him. He can't really do nothing with me. This guy, he's big. He's way bigger than me, but he's immobile because he's slipping, he's falling. He has no type of mobility, and he actually wasn't even a blood. He was actually somebody that was being recruited, but they sent him on the dummy mission to do the dirty work. And I guess that was going to be his ticket in to becoming blood, right? So, like I said, I'm getting with him. He ends up, you know, getting away from me. He ends up running into the crowd as well. As this big ass starts to run, a white boy, blood dude, this nigga, I don't know why they sent him on a mission. He comes with a razor blade. He swings. He misses. He tries to swing again. He ends up hitting me. I'm dodging the razor blade, but he slices me right here. I got like a small scar right here on my chest from it. But when he swings the second time, he throws his whole entire body into it, leaving him vulnerable. I catch him. I catch him with a stiff ass jab, knocks him right on the ground. I retrieve a knife that was right there by him, and I start to stab him. COs, whatever. They come into the unit, they start macing the whole entire unit. Matter of fact, no, they didn't mace us. Did they mace us? I don't remember. I really can't remember. They end up letting us get busy. They end up actually watching this whole thing transpire. They didn't mace nobody. Yeah, dang, they didn't mace nobody. It's crazy. Yeah, so they end up just letting us get active. And this whole time, like, at this point, like, it's about 60 seconds in. Like, my adrenaline is running, and it's crazy because the whole time as I'm getting with old boy who hit me with the lock in the sock, I end up noticing after the fact that I got hit from behind. I got stabbed once along my spine in the iliocostalis muscle fiber, which is a muscle that supports the lower back and the spine. I get stabbed right there, and alhamdulillah for physical fitness. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala being the awali, the protector, right? Having a strong core, strong muscles in my lower back ended up protecting my body from that knife being penetrated any deeper than what it did. Because had it did, I may not even be here right now. I may be talking in a wheelchair. Who knows? Allah knows best. But I got stabbed twice right there. Once was in the spine, another one was more so off to the lower back. And yeah, the dude, one of the civilian dudes was like, bro, calm down, like you just got stabbed. This was after like everything died down. The CO was just waiting for us to come out. Yeah, because like I said, they didn't spray no mace. They waiting for us to come out so they could put us in handcuffs, send us up to medical, and yeah, you know, we're gonna probably about to be sitting in lockup. I'm already prepared to sit in lockup for a minute, you know what I'm saying, for this stuff, because it was pretty bad. Like, it was a lot of blood involved.